Hello, it's Melinda from Alexis and Melinda's Art Space. Hello, welcome. Seems like ages since I've actually filmed a video. I've been putting lots up, but they've been filmed a few weeks ago. So hello, welcome. It's about the third week of January. So Happy New Year if I haven't said that already. Been out doing a little bit of op shopping or thrift shopping for you in the States, or secondhand shopping. My daughter's been to a few activities where I have an hour or 2 hours to do something, and I decided to go op shopping or thrift shopping. So I actually grabbed, the first ones I'll show you I grabbed yesterday out of town. We went about half an hour to a little town over for her to do an activity at the library. So I had about an hour to kill, so I decided to go op shopping. So the first thing I picked up, and I'm just going to gently remove these stickers so I can use them again. So this is actually a roll of, it looks like vintage or fairly vintage border trim, wallpaper border trim. So I'm just going to open it. So this was $2. It was so funny. It clearly has $2 on it, and she goes to tries to charge me $4 for it. And I said, because most of the others were $3 and $4 and they weren't complete rolls. This was a St. Vincent de Paul op shop. I find they're a bit more expensive. We have a few different kinds of op shops in Australia. We have, or the main ones I go to are St. Vincent de Paul, Salvation Army, and then we have a couple of independent run ones, and that's where I got the second lot of stuff from the other day. I like the more independent run ones because they're a lot cheaper. So this is, and I love the design on this. The other ones were a bit gaudy, I just didn't like them, but I like this rose. I'm not really into heritage or vintage, but I'm getting there. Hang on, I'll bring it down a bit. There we go. Sorry about that. But I just love this pattern. So look, there is loads of it. I don't know if it says how many meters. It might say on this little bit of paper. 11 yards. 10.05 meters. Wow, that'll take me a while to use it up. So I'm planning on sharing a lot of this in Happy Mail. So I just thought this was gorgeous. Whoops, sorry. I zoomed you in and I forgot where I was. So I just love this print. It could be so all sorts of things. And it's quite thick paper, like wallpaper. So that was a good find for $2. As I said, she tried to charge me $4 for it, and it clearly stated $2 on it. Because she added it up. What I bought this shop yesterday was $6.50, and their FPOS machine was down. Or their card machine was down, and I didn't have much cash on me, so I was adding it up, and I love the little sticker as well. So that'll go in my bit straw. I was adding it up as I went along, and then she said $6.50, and I said, no, I don't think so. Hang on one moment, I'll just pause. There's one thing I forgot to grab. I'm back. That was exceptionally quick. I have to tag these two videos together. That's one thing I forgot. I took it out of the bag and put it in a different spot. So then I grabbed these. These were 50 cents. So these are happy birthday envelopes or little bags. These are, I'm assuming, the old style. I've seen them with wedding and stuff on them. They're little glassine bags that you put a piece of cake in, usually years ago, and send it home with the kid. So I thought, even though I didn't like the happy birthday on them, I could always put something over the top of them, or I could use them on the back as pockets. So they're glassine little bags. So for 50 cents I got a whole bunch, so I'll probably be sharing some of those as well, because I don't think I'll ever use this amount. And I don't see these very often now. These glassine bags are very hard to get a hold of. So as I said, I could always use the back, or put something over the happy birthday. So I got those. So they were a good find as well. It was amazing, this particular op shop. Some of the prices were exorbitant. Some of them were just, obviously I didn't buy the things that were exorbitantly priced, but some of them were just so sillily priced, and then some were just so cheap, like the 50-cent things. Then I had a look at their card games. So this was a new set. This was, I'll open this up. This was $1. That's not bad to op shop for a, I'm going to stab myself in a minute. For a, there we go, for a new set of cards. And I was mainly looking for them for the back. Oh, As you can see, I've got red fingernails. Alexis and I were having mother-daughter time last night, and she painted my nails red. She painted her nails as well. She's currently still in bed at the moment. It's early in the morning. In our school holidays, only time I get to film uninterrupted. Not that Alexis interrupts me when I'm filming. So yeah, we painted our nails, and I painted Alexis's multicolours and multi-glitters. So these are a new set of playing cards, but I love the design on them, the roses, so I thought that'd be cool to share and to use as well. So I thought this might give you some ideas of what to look out for in the op shops or in the second-hand shops to use in your junk journals, to use in your crafting. A lot of people alter these cards to turn them into ATCs or use them as tuck spots in their journals. So the rose ones are really cool. And then I picked up this one. It's called Pit, a frenzied card trading game. And I may even play this with Alexis. It looks quite vintage or quite old. It's by Parker Brothers, which is a really good brand of... Just trying to see a date. Oh! Okay. It says copyright 73, 81, 83. So I'm thinking this one was printed in 83. It's got wheat, corn, barley, cocoa. Look at your hand, which is strain to suit, rye or soybean. How many cards will you come? So you try to corner the market. It says, like traders on an exchange, everyone at once tries to corner the market on commodities like wheat, corn, barley, and cocoa. Look at your hand, which is your strongest suit. Rye, hay, soybean. How many cards will you take to corner the market? 1, 2, or 3. Shout out the number. Trade cards as fast as you can and keep on tracking. Once you've collected all the cards at one suit, you'll corner the market. The first to earn 500 points wins. So it doesn't actually have... Oh, it does! Has instructions. That's really cool. That's really rare to find in cards, actually. So we might even play this with Alexis later. The only problem is if I play it with Alexis, it won't go back in my crafting section. So they're just Pit on this side. But this sort of seemed cool. It says soybean. Soybean survive. What's that say? Our card games have something... Oh, that's an advertisement. 1 over. Boggle. Oh, that's... And then they've got wheat, hay, cocoa. I just thought they were cute. Bear. Oh, the bear must come in and eat stuff. I have to read the instructions. It seems fascinating now. Flax. Sugar. But I thought they were kind of cool. I'd never heard of the game before. And it says you trade them. There's setup. Object. Yes, I have to have a read of that, but it's very rare to find the actual instructions in with a game of cards. So it was only 50 cents, so it was rather cool. They had a few other decks there, but they were more modern and they just didn't appeal to me. And usually in other op shops, they aren't 50 cents for a deck of cards. And this one, did you know? This one looked interesting. Game of strategy, Bible... Ah, I didn't read that. Bible knowledge and a bit of luck. Okay. Didn't really read that. I had a look at the cards and I thought they were cute. Daniel. Let's have disciples. Okay, this is interesting. I don't know how I'm going to use it. I did not read it was Bible. I sort of opened the pack and saw, oh, pretty pictures. So I suppose I could use it for pretty pictures. Or I might pass it on to someone else. We will see. Should pay attention in op shops more. So this is kind of cool. It's got an instruction card in it as well, which is rather cool. Did you know? And these are all questions and answers. Okay, interesting. Should pay attention a bit more. I don't get into religion on my site, but probably not something I would use. I don't know. I have to think about that one. I have to look a bit closely when I buy things. But I was in a bit of a hurry. I found this op shop and had to only about 5 minutes to look before I had to go pick up Miss Muffet from what she was doing. That's Miss Alexis. And then I was just having a look at the kids' clothing. Usually I can't find anything Alexa's size. She's sort of in that in-between size. But I spied this. Now this is not her size. This is a size 1. Alexis is now 10. She saw size 1 when she was probably 1 or 2. But Alexis loves bunnies, and as you know, Alexis has a rabbit called Fudge. And it's a crazy rabbit. And I do have some footage to put up on the site when I go and edit the video. But I thought this was just gorgeous. The little bunnies on it. Isn't it just... Oh, it's just precious. Little pink bunnies. So I thought either we could cut this up in our craft. It's a Target one. Doesn't look like it's been worn much. These sort of clothings don't get worn a lot. Like size 1, how much would a child actually wear it? So I thought, A, there might be loads of bunnies to cut up. And it was only $1 bonus. Loads of bunnies to cut up for Alexis using her craft. Or I may be able to cut this bunny material off, unstitch it from here, and attach it to a new skirt for her or something. So, or I could make her an awesome journal cover. Journal out of it. And it's got a cotton lining too, which I'll use for something. Or I can make her an awesome pencil case. Ooh, now the ideas are flowing. Okay, so I've got this awesome piece of bunny sequin material that is just beautiful. Then this is the op shop from the other day, a couple of days ago. This was a different one. This one was in my town. It's one of my favourites. It's run by a church, so their prices are a bit more affordable than some of the bigger ones. And I'll just zoom you out a bit because, whoops, wrong way in, sorry, because this is a bit bigger. Okay, so the first thing I got was Songs and Songs. It says Sacred Songs and Songs with standard hymns. Basically got this for, and book lovers might be crying in a minute, I got this to use the song text in my mixed media. And look, wow, look how much song text, song paper is really hard to come by, and usually it's really, really expensive. But this isn't over an inch thick. I'd say this is nearly 2 inches thick. I don't have a ruler with me. But unfortunately it's been bound by duct tape on the side because obviously it was falling apart with the spine. But the cover is really cool as well. And I was trying to find a date for it, but up here it says Bridgewater Methodist Sunday School, 1939. Now I'm wondering if that's when the book was first purchased. This is really nice writing here, and there, this is more modern up here. But as you can see, the spine is just coming apart. The pages are really fragile. Has that awesome smell of old. As you can tell, the signatures are just falling apart. So unfortunately, not good for much other than repurposing in my art. And I'll probably never ever use this amount of pages, so I'll probably share some of this as well. And I'm hoping to be able to take this duct tape off, and use these covers for something, because it is just, this is like embossed and just beautiful. And it's got all the patina and wear on it, apart from the big ugly duct tape. So I'm wondering if I can rip that off and then get the stickiness off and use that as something. So that was a really good find. That was 50 cents. Oh wow, that was cool. They have really good prices on their books. I'll show you a couple of others. I picked up this was 50 cents as well. This is Rhythm Bingo, so this was sort of in the music section. I love this op shop as well. Also they sort of sort their books. So you sort of got all music together, you got all art books together, you've got all sort of cooking books together. So someone takes the time to sort them all, which is really, really cool. So I love these. These are bingo cards. They're huge. They're almost an A4 size or an 8.5 by 11 size. And this, it doesn't look like it's ever been used. There's caller cards. There's cut out each caller card and the broken line, along the broken line. So you cut all these pieces up, and then the kids play bingo. But I thought, how awesome. Don't exactly know what I'm going to do with them. It's obviously green and blue, and there's green and blue on the caller card. But that I thought was awesome. This would make it awesome. It'd be a shame to cover it all up. It's a nice thick card. Like it's thicker than 210 GSM. I'd say it's almost 300 GSM paper or card. So they just come in, and I was trying to look for a date on these. Oh, $35. I paid 50 cents. So obviously printed in Milwaukee, it says down the bottom. I was trying to look for a date, but it looks fairly old, probably 10 or 20 years old. Doesn't actually have a date on it, but I thought that was cool. So again, I'll probably share some because I don't think I need that many bingo cards. share some of those with my friends on YouTube. Then I grabbed a couple of books, and I said to myself the other day, I'm not buying any more books until I use all the ones I've got, and I ended up buying 3 more. This one was 50 cents as well. It's huge. So I love the pictures in this one, and it might be a shame to cut it up, and Alexis might steal it. Says someone bought it in 1990 to give to someone, so it is 1990, 27 years old. Wow. So it is, I don't know, is that classed as vintage? But it does have a bit of patina around the edge. I don't know whether that's the actual book or whether that's sort of old, but it's just got gorgeous illustrations in it. I love all this border in here. I thought that'd be really cool to use, and that's on a lot. It's like nearly on every page. But it's just got awesome, really faint illustrations. There's a gorgeous mermaid in here. Where's the mermaid? The Little Mermaid, 82. I'm coming to it. 78. The mermaid just, isn't this gorgeous? It's very light and very, I thought they'd be great to scan and use. Don't really want to cut it up, but this mermaid is gorgeous. And this one here, is just beautiful. So I bought that to use. I have bought several books like this to use, and to date I have not used them because they are too pretty. And like all this is on nearly every page, so you've got like, it's over 150 pages, so you've probably got this quite a few times, as you can see. So yes, not sure whether I'm going to cut this one up. It is very beautiful, and I'm not sure whether Alexis is going to steal it. She hasn't seen it yet. Shh, don't tell her. The next one I bought was even bigger, like massive. See how big that is? That is like about 1.5 inches thick. The Bumper Book of Classic Stories. This one was only $1. But again, I like the illustrations in this one, and I was trying to look for a date in this one as well. Not that it really matters, but I just love these illustrations. Hang on, I'll see if I can get up there. There we go. Oh, here we go. We'll have a date down here somewhere. 1987 it looks like. 83, 85, 87. I think 87 means it's the last one. So 87, 97, 207, 30 years old. I just love the style of the illustrations. I thought this would be cool to use. I could use this, and the paper is beautiful as well. It's not shiny, it's like matte. But I just love these old. I thought these would be really cool to scan. This one I'll probably end up scanning and using, because I thought these old people would be good to cut out. I thought about using it as an art journal, but this thickness just decides it wants to collapse. But all these lovely, not that I'm into heritage, but I am playing a bit in heritage, and you'll see something else I bought heritage as well. But all these images are just beautiful. This is beautiful. I'm not sure whether back when this was done in the 85, whether these would have been hand painted or whether these have been computer generated. I don't know. But this is just, they look like they're either very well computer done or they look like they're hand painted. Be interesting to find out a bit of history in the middle 80s whether books like this were painted. But if you look closely, you can see a lot of the paint strokes in it. Isn't that just gorgeous? So I just fell in love with this, and for $1, who could leave it there for $1, really? Again, Alexis might steal this one. I hope she doesn't. And then she might grow out of it in a couple of years and I can have it back. But this is just, I don't know whether you'll be able to see the detail of the faces. I love this one. Look at the facial expression. But even this to use in an art journal page. This video is getting quite long now, sorry. But I just, yeah, loved all the images. Politically incorrect images now. Oh, it's funny. A cannibal feast, that's how incorrect that has become. That's gorgeous. So it'd be interesting to find out whether these were hand painted, and they are beautiful if they were, or whether they were computer generated. Back then I'm not quite sure, but isn't she beautiful? That would be nice to scan and cut out as well. And like these ones, to scan and reproduce. I believe I can scan and reproduce them for my own art as long as I'm not selling it. So that was from Heidi. Once, if I scan them and then sell them, that's when I get into copyright and all those laws and that sort of fun stuff. Next thing I picked up was this collection of wrapping papers, and I mainly got it for here. There's some shiny silver paper, which is very shiny. Oh, okay, I didn't realise that. That's pretty. I like. It looks like the inside of a chocolate box. Okay, I didn't notice that. Isn't that pretty? Gonna have to do something with that. That's awesome and shiny. The main reason these were tucked in the middle, and these are paper napkins. It says made in Japan, but these caught my eye. These are almost rice paper. They're a different paper napkin to what we have in Australia. They're more of a... They don't have any backings on them, and these are just gorgeous. So it's just like the white with gold, and then the blue leaves on the roses. So this whole bundle was $1. So this sparked my interest when I flipped through. Usually I don't buy wrapping paper, but I mainly got it for these napkins. And look, they're scalloped on the edge. So they are gorgeous. And there's quite a few in there too. So again, I'll probably be sharing because I don't think I'll use that amount of napkins, but that was an awesome buy. Then they had some, and I think it's like more vintage wrapping paper. So that's boy. Don't know whether I'll use that. I don't have any boys in my life. 21, I'm not too enthused about this one, but I can always use the back and paint on it or paint over the top of it. This one I like. This one with the roses and the keys, obviously for an anniversary or something. So that was cool. They'd be cool to cut out. And this one I loved as well. This is lattice. It's got 21 on it with the keys. It's obviously for a 21st. This one is kind of cute with the red poppies. So I do use a bit of wrapping paper, and this is a bit thicker wrapping paper. And you can tell it's a bit older because it does have a bit of the patina on the edges and a bit of discolouring. So obviously sat around somewhere. And the style of it as well. So we've got horses. Horses are quite cute. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the horses yet. Again, I may give some of these pieces on as well. This one I may use, I may not use, I may send this on to someone. This is cars, so all sorts of cars, and happy 21st, and these ones don't have any print on them. But there's a whole bunch of cars you could cut out, and these would make good card fronts. What I used to use these for when I was a little girl is my mother and I used to do decoupage, and that's where you stack multi-images. So to do it on the cheap, we would actually buy wrapping paper like this that had the multiple images. Because decoupage, if you've ever done it and you buy 6 or 7 prints of the same thing, and it's expensive. So we would buy wrapping paper like this that has the multiple images, and we would then glue them onto a piece of cardstock and then cut out certain images. Like this particular one here, you'd leave the front one or the back one solid, you'd then cut out the car of the next one, then you cut out the dog of the next one, you could cut out the signpost and stack them up with a bit of foam tape, or we used to use silicone gel. But this one is gorgeous as well. So this one's thicker, but I thought these images are just gorgeous. So there's quite a bit of this as well. So you've got, and even the ones with the creases in them, I might be able to iron it to get the creases out, but this is quite a bit thicker paper too, so that's cute with the girls. Again, not really my style, but I'll probably use them on something. They make a nice card front. Then it looked like I'd hand coloured an image. Then there is this one. I promised you, Nelly, coming to the end for your kitchen tea. Oh, who's invited to a kitchen tea? Again, I may use this for something. Might go in a flourish journal, flourish swap journal, and some gift wrap. And I can tell this is really old by the phone number on the price tag. Hey, people haven't used price tags for these for ages. And it's got the old style telephone number for our town, from Donald, a little town about half an hour to an hour away. So this is some vintage red gift wrap tissue. So I thought that was really cool as well. So that whole bundle was $1. So that was a good find. As I said, I mainly got it for the napkins. Oops. And I really love, I didn't open it in the store, I really love the inside of this paper. I'm not sure crush hot about the outside, but oh, that looks like a chocolate box. Might have to do something with that. Never know. Just put that back in the bundle. Last but not least, I got a really old calendar. Now you'd say, why would I buy a really old calendar? Because it is a Victorian calendar. Now again, I'm not really so into vintage. This was $2, which I thought was a bit expensive, but $2 is really fairly cheap anyway. But once you see the images in here, how am I going to do this? Do it this way. So this is not used, nothing's written on, and it's got a load of, yeah, we're in shot, vintage images. So look at all these ephemera pieces you can cut out and use. My idea with this is to not actually use it, but to scan it. So you've got all these pieces here you could use in pieces or cut out. A lot of these found family members that Tim Holtz are putting out. So I thought I'd get a bit into vintage. I love the Valentine's Day one. So I'm going to try and scan this on my, I've only got an A4 paper scanner, but we're going to see if I can scan sections of it and then be able to print out, because a lot of these you can pick out and use on projects. So I thought this was really cool. It's a vase and a fan and all these bits here, even just to use these corners. Hopefully this is all in frame for you. There we go. So a lot of these things around the edge, we'll just quickly flip through. March, April, so they are themed. I love this one with the girls. So I could easily cut out all these, even though they don't have bodies, they'd be nice. Little sailor boy. Even these ones along this side. This is nice too. I love all the flowers up the top. So it is quite shiny, so I probably wouldn't use it. These little girls you could cut out. Sitting down having tea, and I'm hoping to be able to shrink some of these or enlarge some of them as well. I will have a play on my scanner. So I love this. This is gorgeous. Might take me. This is beautiful. Might take me a while to actually cut it up. This is pretty. And this one here, and even the butterfly. It might take me a while to scan it and cut it out and use it. But I love these three girls. I thought they were kind of cool. And this lady here. And all sorts of things down here. Oh, this one's beautiful too. Just all these roses and flowers. Hopefully it's not shining too much for you. So August, so I've only got a couple more months and then I will let you go. Modern Book of Dolls. I love these ones. These ones are just awesome. Sitting there and making dolls. And this one. Oh, and these. And that one doesn't have a head. That's funny. But even down the side here, you've got all these pretty dolls. And I can see cutting out some of these. I used to play with paper dolls similar to these when I was growing up. And I love the Halloween page. Oh my god. Pick a pumpkin and on its back you'll find your future bright or black. Even these ones that are sort of cut off on the side, you can still incorporate them because you could tuck something else over the top of it and it wouldn't look like a piece that you don't have all of it, which is really cool. So I'm going to have a fool around, and oh, I love this image too, November. Isn't that beautiful? And this one here would cut out really nicely, and this bit here, and this bit. So I thought I'd have a fiddle around. Even these girls would cut out quite nicely. So I might have a fiddle around on my, this lady with her glasses. Oh, and this, on these. Oh, it's just beautiful. So I thought I'd have a fiddle on my computer, and the Christmas ones are just divine. Look at this angel and Santa Claus. Sorry, I'm trying to stay in shot. But even these down here, they're sleeping angels. And then this one is just beautiful. She is gorgeous. So I might try to shrink down. Unfortunately, she's got a cut in her belly, but I'm sure we can always hide that. Even for some of the faces would be really cool for projects. So that is my thrift shop haul. I'm sorry it's taken so long, but I wanted to show you different things to look out for in the thrift shops. Sometimes you find great things, sometimes you don't. Sometimes they're very expensive, and sometimes they're worth it to pay a bit more. So this is my latest thrift store haul. I have to stop buying and start using, even though this only, I think it cost me about $12 for all of this, which is really, really good price. Considering in some shops this would have been $3 or $4 in one of the more chain op shops like your Salvation Army or your St Vincent de Paul, and even this being all beat up, it was good that it was only 50 cents. So I'll give some new life to this. And I may use the book covers for something too. That's really cool. So I will leave you now. I have, wow, this is a long haul. I'm sorry. If you're still stuck to the end, thank you. I will chat to you soon. Bye for now.